Since we're talking about hymnals, I thought you might be interested to learn some things about the first hymnal ever printed in British North America. It was also the first book printed there.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they printed pamphlets and stuff, but they'd never printed a book there.
Like a hard copy, like a hardcover.
Like a bound.
Wow.
Yeah, I think most books back then were hardcover. I don't know. Anyway, it's called the Bay Psalm Book, and it was printed in 1640 in Cambridge, Massachusetts. There were about 1,700 copies in the first print run, which is small now, was pretty good for that time. And in 2013, fun fact, one of the only 11 surviving copies sold for $14.2 million.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Not all of the 11 known copies are like whole ones. This one was a whole one. It was like they were estimating it was going to be sort of 12 to 20 million that this thing was going to go for. It went for 14.2 at auction.
I guess it being the very first book ever printed in the US.
Yes.
Wow.
But it also has like this church history value as well. So it has historical value. It has like all sorts. So yeah, the Bay Psalm Book aimed to keep its translation of the Psalms as close as possible to the Hebrew, and it succeeded. So the pioneers who had gone to the US weren't satisfied with the psalters that they brought with them. So they had, quote, 30 pious and learned ministers, end quote, undertake a new metrical translation. And Monet is going to read for us Psalm 23 in this translation.
Oh, fun times. Okay. The Lord to me a shepherd is, once therefore shall not I. He in the folds of tender grass doth cause me down to lie. To waters calm me gently leads, restore my soul doth he. He doth in paths of righteousness for his name's sake lead me. Yea, though in valley of death's shade, I walk none I'll fear. No, I'll walk none ill I'll fear, because thou art with me, thy rod and staff my comfort are. For me a table thou hast spread in presence of my foes. Thou dost anoint my head with oil, my cup it overflows. Goodness and mercy surely shall all my days follow me, and in the Lord's house I shall dwell so long as days shall be.
So that was really mean of me to make you read that. And yes, the reason you stumbled over it was because they were really faithful to the Hebrew grammar and syntax. They did an excellent job of that. Was it singable in English? No. Because English grammar and Hebrew grammar are so different. Yeah. Anyway, it was revised a couple of times. They did new editions and brought them out, but there's a reason why it kind of never really took off. One of the important things to remember about paraphrasing Psalms in verse or about compiling a hymn book is that generally the words have to be easy-ish to understand and sing. So this psalter fell out of use. Surprise! But there are 3 important lessons we can learn. 1, Hebrew grammar and English grammar bear almost no resemblance to one another. Faithfulness to the meaning is probably a bit more helpful than faithfulness to sentence structure.
Yeah.
2, when it comes to producing hymn books, it's only up from there. And 3, keep all your old hymn books. $14.2 million
oh my goodness.
is nothing to sniff at.
Hey, want to see more from Hymnpartial? Check out this playlist here. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with a friend. To find out more about how you can support Hymnpartial financially, head over to hymnpartial.com.